Well, that last video was a bummer. It was a bit too sad for my taste. I don't know about you guys. Today I'm doing a palette cleanser. I'm doing a total 180. I'm going to discuss something fun. I'm going to be comparing all the major social media platforms that are popular right now. I'm talking Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, YouTube, Facebook. Why did that take me so long? TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Telegram. I'm sure I'll remember them as we go along. So, today we're comparing major social media platforms. Let's begin. OB Keeng to ease no eye, coming out with the music to ease your mind. The first social media platform that made waves, at least in my memory, was MySpace. I never made MySpace. I think it was before my time, but MySpace was popular enough that everybody reverts back to it when we're talking about the start of social media on the internet. I remember the first social media platform I signed up for. It was a platform called High Five. I don't know where they are now or what happened to the company, but I know then it was all the rage in secondary school, in my high school then. Everybody was opening a High Five account. But I wasn't very keen on social media then because the whole thing just felt very stressful to me. Because it was a different time. I mean, now you have high quality photos, high quality videos, you have the 4G and the 5G that you can upload as quickly as possible from your phone. Then you had to have a desktop with internet access, and internet access was slow, and even the image quality was low, like you felt weird. Then cyber cafes were popular. Some companies would buy a lot of desktops, old desktops, and you would pay by the hour to use them. I mean, now we have phones, you can do whatever you like with your phone. We even have VPNs now where you can even hide your IP address and all that. As a kid then, it felt like such a waste of time. i5 came and went. The next wave was Facebook. Facebook was taking over our schools, and then people use them for dating. The cyber cafes, I would see guys trying to chat up girls from different schools, girls uploading photos, trying to meet up with guys. But then I was just looking at it from a distance. I was still quite young, so it was kind of weird to me what was happening. Facebook has one of the highest number of subscribers right now, so you can't go wrong with Facebook. I left Facebook kind of early because it felt very generic to me. No knocking Facebook, but just for me as a person, I'm more of a person that believes in exploring ideas. That's where people talk about, what intrigues them, learning new things through the internet, learning different perspectives. I mean, sometimes I even open up Reddit from different countries just to know like how it would feel like living in that country, like from their own perspective. I just open up a random forum like Venezuela and see their discussions, whether everybody is trying to be the next drug lord. Yeah, I got disillusioned with Facebook very early. Facebook didn't seem like somewhere where you could go and have meaningful discussions at the time. Just felt like somewhere where people went to show off. It was very early in the internet age in Africa. But that was cool, it just really wasn't for me. Now, when Twitter came out, okay, I was like, alright, here is somewhere where I can lock in my tentacles. Twitter really took me by surprise because being able to know people's opinions anonymously, like their true side tends to come out. There's a lot that we as humans want to discuss with each other, but for fear of not fitting in and fear of being judged, we tend to hold all those things to ourselves. But Twitter provides a platform where you could say all those things under the guise of anonymity. At least when it first started out. I mean, now it has gone political, as all things do. It's so annoying right now. At first, when Twitter came out, it was so fun. Everybody like went into their own niche and discussed the things they loved. I myself am a fan of wit and dry humor, and I follow these communities where everyone will try and crack the wittiest joke. And it wasn't about inciting anybody or hurting anybody's feelings, but it was just about being funny. And we all felt like connected to each other, that we understood each other. And I know sometimes some of my friends would see my post, that's friends that knew that was my account, and they thought probably I had some deep-seated issues, which I probably do, they might be right, but it was just all in good fun. I think that's where the whole concept of being a troll stemmed from. I mean, because then when we were posting, we really didn't take anything serious. Everything was like the butt of a joke. It was a setup for a punchline. I used to use Favestar. I don't know if Favestar is still around. We would all try and think up the wittiest jokes that we could put out there on the platform. And Favestar was something where the funniest jokes would get a lot of favorites. Now there are likes, there's no more favorites. The funniest jokes will get the highest favorites, and on Favestar you would get trophies and everything. But now the era of wit is sadly behind us, and it turned political. And I so much hated when Twitter turned political. In fact, I found myself getting annoyed seeing mainstream platforms, companies, and all that starting to get Twitter accounts. Oh, I could sense what was coming. So now it's just a hotbed of censorship. I mean, they censor the president for their president. Now, whatever you say is put under a microscope. Platforms, especially in Nigeria, have gotten popular of politics. I could think of Omojuwa, who called our former president Jonathan a pig at some point, and he was very opposed to his presidency when the Bring Back Our Girls hashtag came up. And that really signaled the end for Twitter for me, because with that hashtag, it totally became a political platform in my eyes. So people would say things just to curry their followers, curry support from political party members. And now I guess karma caught up with us because Nigeria banned Twitter. Twitter is really not what it used to be. I'm still on Twitter though, but after my sojourn on Twitter, I'm not really as active as I used to be. In fact, I deleted a whole lot of my old tweets, man. Those jokes that we cracked then, reading them now, they would seem like a crime against humanity. I would be cancelled immediately. I've grown quite enamored with Instagram as of late. Instagram is the everybody is my friend platform. It's where your friends and family can big you up whenever they see your post. Sometimes you don't even have to read it, you just see someone looking like they're having a good time and you're like, hey, that seems fun, and you like it because you're happy for the person, or it's something that you feel like you would have wanted to do in their own situation. Everybody is always trying to put up this happy face on Instagram, and I think it creates a positive feedback loop. Now we're beginning to see the extremes of Instagram, what's with the surgeries, the multiple filters, dangerous poses, dangerous stunts, harassment of people on the streets in the name of making skits. Man, I wonder how long it will take before Instagram becomes political, because everything becomes political. man is a political and social animal. I'm imagining a future where some filters get censored. Maybe it becomes racist to use some filters, I don't know. But I know it's coming. The politicization is coming. You can't stop it. You can't stop it. Alright, currently I'm based on YouTube, and YouTube has been so much fun for me. It's very different because I think it's breaking the traditional media in half, more especially traditional television. On YouTube, you can actually look at topics that interest you. You can seek out the things that you're interested about, and if you don't see them, it's an opportunity for you to create what you want to see. It's actually amazing if you think about it. Again, just like other platforms, YouTube is slowly turning political. Why, oh why does it have to turn political? You can't speak on certain things or you get censored. If you don't follow a certain narrative, you get censored. They don't tell you what you are getting censored for, so everybody just kind of has to assume what's getting people censored and act accordingly. I myself have never been censored by the YouTube platform, so I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. YouTube has been very good to me and I've enjoyed learning on the platform. My only advice is please don't go political like your counterparts. It does not end well. YouTube adapted like the other platforms. If I was running a social media platform, I'd probably do the same. They've even taken down the dislike button. At some point in the last month, I couldn't tell which videos I had watched and which videos I hadn't watched. So I found myself rewatching old videos, and the algorithm kept promoting old videos to me, which was kind of weird. So what I did was I stopped watching old videos entirely, and if the video wasn't new, I wouldn't watch it. But I really hope taking off the dislike button and wiping away our memories of old videos really wasn't politically motivated. A lot of the YouTube creators that I watch, many of them are diversifying onto other platforms. I guess going mainstream comes with its own restrictions. Alright, I'm going to move on to TikTok. I opened a TikTok account this month. I'm not using it that much, but oh man, TikTok is a world of its own. I don't know. I don't see how you could watch TikTok for more than 20 minutes and not go completely crazy. It's like crazy trying to outdo crazy. TikTok is the evolution of social media platforms that you really can't stop. As kids get accustomed to social media, they too will need a platform where the videos are short form, they are easy to deduce, they are entertaining, they have shock value. I mean, that's what kids like. No wonder it's one of the most subscribed platforms on the planet. Somewhere where you can see a video for a few seconds, have a chuckle and move on to the next one. But I hear it's giving kids a lot of neurological symptoms these days, but being on the platform is not hard to see why. Alright, that was my comparison of all major social media platforms. I'm on each of these platforms. You can follow me at OB Keeng. What do you think? Which platform appeals to you the most? Do you have any platforms you suggest for me to come on to? Do people still use Clubhouse? If you liked the video, you like what you heard, please like and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Is High Five still active? No way. No way. I don't think I mentioned Tumblr. I was never on Tumblr. I think it was before my time too, but I guess it was popular as well. OnlyFans. I am not on OnlyFans. I only know about OnlyFans because of YouTube. Is Snapchat still popular? Snapchat must be popular. Snapchat is part of the metaverse now, right? Is Twitch also part of the metaverse now? Is Tinder a social media platform? Somehow I feel the next generation of social media platforms will be crypto based.